What is going on, YouTube? Hope you are doing well. It is PPS back here. It is the last day of June, coming at you guys with our YouTube Play of the Day video over here. We are at a 71% win rate in June, so I'm very, very sad to see this month go and to flip into July. But obviously, all good things must come to an end, and I'm hoping that we can continue to keep this run going, even when the calendar does flip. I am very excited for today's two plays. I'm very excited about yesterday, right? We had our 2-unit winner. I rarely do 2 units on our free plays, but this one was pretty easy. I actually also called Stanton and Judge to hit a homer over on Past the Prop, so that was cool. Kind of felt like I had a good read on Cole Irvin. He's been doing well, but he just gives up too much power. Obviously, Stanton and Judge are two guys from the right side that are very, very tough to not to give up power to, So was very happy to catch that one in pretty early. I believe it was like the third inning there. And yeah, so 71% in the month of June. I have 2 plays for you guys today. I also will have a Pine article up today as well. So I'm very excited to do that. So if you guys could, before we start, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you know when everything goes live over here. Past the Prop, another profitable day yesterday. So I'm going to get a Cal Quantrill jersey. It's probably going next to my Nick Chubb jersey. This dude is unbelievable. If you guys checked out Past the Prop, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So without further ado, you guys are here for some plays. Let's get right to it. And my first play of the day is going to be the Cubs and Reds, first 5 over 5, minus 130 on DK. I'm sure you can find a better price, but DK is the one I've been using recently because that's where I feel like most of you guys are at. But I love this spot today. It is about 90 degrees out here. I'm about an hour away from Chicago. It is supposed to be 90 on first pitch. Not a great sign for you as a pitcher. We have Kyle Hendricks versus Graham Ashcroft, and I love Graham Ashcroft. I think he is fantastic. He's been very, very good this season. And looking into his numbers, again, for some reason, he is better at home than he is on the road. Especially, it's weird because he's in a very, very hitter-friendly ballpark. On the road this season, 264 batting average, and he's just been giving up a ton of pop to right-handed bats so far this year. You have Morel, you have Contreras, Wisdom, who has an absurd 16% barrel rate. That is unbelievable. So you have a lot of right-handed pop in this lineup in a small field today, right? I mean, that's really what it's going to be. Actually, I'm sorry, I think I said that was Wisdom. I believe it was Schwindel who has nope, it is Wisdom. Wisdom, 16% barrel rate. Sorry, I always get those two mixed up for some reason. But we have all of these right-handed pops. Still talking about Schwindel, he's a right-handed pop bat too, whereas Graham Ashcroft is a sinker, cutter, slider guy. And as a guy who kind of knows pitching a little bit here, when you have a cutter and a slider both going the same way as a right-handed bat, you're really leaning out over the plate. If you look at that, right, 30% on the slider, 30% on the cutter, and then about 28% on the sinker. You're really going to have to drive that sinker underneath the hands here because if you're going to keep putting those things away that are going to move the same way, these guys are just going to lean over the plate and hit them. And that's really where I see the issue here today is that if this ball gets up in the air, we're playing pinball today, boys. It's pinball. It's going to be short porch, and that ball is going to fly like crazy. And then going to the Hendricks side of things, Hendricks this year at home, 296 BABIP, 483 FIP, which is terrible. And he is giving up a ton of power to left-handed bats so far this year. 571 slugging, 288 average, 318 on base percentage at home this season to batters here. So this will actually bring me into another talking point, but I definitely think that the Reds and Cubs should have a field day today. And also, if we look over the last 7 days, who's hotter than both of these teams? The Reds are the best hitting team over the last week. They scored 29 runs in 6 games, 298 batting average, 782 OPS. Go for the Cubs, 265 batting average, 30 runs scored. Looking at a 729 OPS as a team. So both these teams are swinging hot bats. Hendricks has done well in his last couple starts, but now he's heading back home. I really like this spot for two hot bat teams here. I'm gonna say at worst we push here. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a 6-3, 5-2 type of first five. I think we see some runs. I think we see them early here. So Reds, Cubs, first five over 5. Throw that one in your bet slips right there. Second play is a hit parlay. I'm going back to it. Joey Votto, exactly what I just talked about. Joey Votto crushes right-handed pitching. Kyle Hendricks sucks against left-handed batters, right? We look at, like I said, Hendricks, 288 batting average to lefties so far this season. At home versus lefties for Hendricks, 333 batting average, 643 slugging, 16 earned runs, 6 nukes. And even if you want to look into I'm not a huge hit batter versus pitcher, but when you have 38 career at-bats and 15 hits in those at-bats, it's hard to ignore. I really like Joey Votto today facing off against Hendricks in this hot ballpark. Sign me up. And Julio Rodriguez facing off against Adrian Martinez. Everybody's going to look at Martinez, and he had like a huge, very good start in his first outing. He faced the Tigers, bro. He faced the Tigers. That team is trash. That team cannot hit at all, right? And his MILB stats, which is minor league baseball stats, dude had a 5.63 ERA in this so far this season with a 1.4 WHIP. So I think that first game was a fluke. We're going up against a team who's at least average WRC plus in the Mariners, a little bit better than average. We're seeing Julio, you have a hit in 6 or 7 of his last 9, his last 3 overall, and 5 of his last 6. Giving us a lot of pop here. I like that they moved him up into the top 2 or 3 in the order every single time here. Martinez is just not a guy I'm truly afraid of. And if we look at it, Julio Rodriguez first month, he sucked. 205 batting average. We go into May, over 300. June, we start to see that pop that got him noticed as a prospect, right? We got to see him start hitting them home runs. I think he has 6 homers this month, 12 overall, 288 batting average in the month of June with those 6 homers, 5 swipes. He's extremely fast, can easily beat out an infield hit. 300 in May, only 205 that first month. So you could see he was getting acclimated, and now everything is kind of taking off for him. I'm a huge Julio Rodriguez fan. I have a ton of his cards. I've been collecting them for a while. This man's a beast. Sign him up, man. I love this spot. I think Votto comes through as always, and Julio Rodriguez is going to get the job done for us. So love this hit parlay at minus 104. 2 plays for today is going to be the Cubs Reds over 5, first 5, minus 130. And Julio Rodriguez and Joey Votto to get a hit, minus 104. If you guys could, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, make sure you're ready for Pass the Prop. We are coming at you early, guys. Make sure you're ready for it. We're going to be up here 7:30 my time, 8:30 Eastern. Hopefully, I'll see you guys here live for us on Pass the Prop tomorrow and dropping a few more free plays for you. So thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Best of luck on your bets tonight, and always gamble responsibly.